everybody, this is your wall sit performance test. So the wall sit is a great one because you don't need any equipment to do it. You just need a wall that doesn't have a ton of stuff on it. This isn't the best example of that, but I think I can fit myself generally in this area without knocking anything off the shelves. So a few form checks before you get started. Feet are hip distance apart. And when you come down, you might need to adjust your feet. This is why it's good to have your phone in your hand. Don't start timing and then get into position. Have your phone in your hand during the exercise, okay? Because the exercise starts once you're down in your wall sit position with good form. So the ideal wall sit is 90 degrees, ankles, knees, and hips, okay? So my hips are maybe a tiny bit above my knees, and I also want to make sure that my knees aren't going out to the side, but they're also not squeezed in, right? So I have this alignment, knees over ankles, knees generally right in front of the hips, my spine and back of the head are pressed against the wall. I have good posture and I hold here, okay? So how you can adjust, if this is simply not an option for you right now, you're like, I can't even hold this for a second, okay, that's all right. Just lift up a little bit, right? So you can make it easier by lifting up the hips. The thing is, once the timer starts, you are not allowed to move, right? So if you're down here and you get 10 seconds in and you're like, have to move like this, the test is over, right? And the second time you do your testing, you're gonna go right back into that spot. So that's an important part too. Every time you test, you wanna try to be in the exact same position, okay? Because it doesn't really make sense to test how long I can stay here versus how long I can stay here. Of course, those are gonna be really different numbers. So every time I'm gonna find a good spot and I'm gonna try to just hold this. As soon as I get in position, start that timer. As soon as you have to move, right? Then the timer, you look at the time, come off, and that's your max wall sit time.